Hello YouTube. So this time I'll be doing a deck showcase on Alter Ego Messiah. So this is the second strike deck that's ever released. So the whole point of Messiah is to lock and unlock your stuff to do multi-attack. So we'll go with the right line. Like as usual, you need to run this specific right line because it's a strike deck. So the first one, Neon Messiah, when upon, if when second, draw a card, usual. And then there's a Sleep Messiah. When placed by riding from Neon Messiah, draw a card and you get the Alter Ego Messiah crest. So what the Alter Ego Messiah crest does is it's actually a demerit. It basically says at the end of your turn, you unlock all of your opponent's lock card and you bind them. So this is a lot more like Vanguard Zero's like Messiah soft lock compared to like what Messiah used to have of like hard lock. But at least this is a -1 because it does bind your opponent's stuff compared to just soft locking in Vanguard Zero. So it's not it is fine. Like this was released back in Overdrive, so probably it was a bit too much at the time, but we'll work with what we have. So the what the grade 2 says, Soul when so what this skill says is basically when you strike a Messiah G unit, you call it from Soul and you Soul charge one. So this is nice because it gives something that you can lock with Alter Ego skill. The Soul charge one is just like to make sure you don't lose Soul because Alter Ego do use Soul. So it is a random soul charge, so if you soul charge the OT with this, you soul charge the OT with this, nothing you can do about that. And then the other skill is when he is unlocked during your turn, you give something in the same column power plus 10. So because he's a grade 2 and he himself cannot boost, you would usually just give whatever in front of him like power plus 10k. And then we go to our Vanguard Alter Ego Messiah. So Vanguard GB2, when any lock card is unlocked, Soul Blast 1, draw a card. So do note that this ability isn't once per turn. So if you say manage to get like 5 card unlocked at the same time, you can Soul Blast 5 to draw 5. So you do burst draw with your skill, but you will run out of your soul very fast. And then the other skill is when you strike, you CB1 and lock something. You lock one of your opponent rear guard, and your strike unit, your Vanguard, gets power plus 5. So every time this is mostly just to lock something. It's not the best, but it works. It's fine. Like it is still a -1 because it locks something. So that's Alter Ego Messiah. Next, we played 2 copy of Alter Ego in our main deck. This is just so we can go into Exilix. 4 copy of Microcosmic Dragon, more Storage. So basically, the whole point of this card is the second skill of when discard when riding from grade 3 or strike, you draw a card. That's it. That's the main ability. The other one is you can soul charge one and gain power plus 10 if you call it from hand. Which isn't bad, but you're he doesn't lock himself, so you don't get to multi-attack with this thing. Next, 4 copy of the best attacker in the deck, Arrested Messiah. So GB1, when this unit attack, if you have a Vanguard with Messiah, he get power plus 5 at the end of that battle, and at the end of that battle, lock this unit. So he's a 15k beater that will make more attack because Messiah strike unlocked. So the attack pattern of Messiah is you attack with a rear guard, lock it, attack with another rear guard, lock it, attack with your Vanguard, unlock your lock card, and then you get another 2 attacks, so 5 attack total. And then four copy of the energy cycler. This deck doesn't have any card that use energy, so we will use energy cycler. So do note that for this deck, it is actually okay. So because this deck doesn't actually like search your grade 3 to strike with, you would much rather just turbo draw through your deck to see something to strike with. And then Valtrosa, four copy of this because so what Valtrosa and Liel does is when placed on your guard from hand, you can put up to one normal unit without Sentinel from drop to bottom of your deck. So you will use this in Messiah because with how much the deck draw, you will actually like deck out pretty fast. So your primary target for this is actually Arrested Messiah because you want to have Arrested Messiah at all time. And then with CB1, you look at top 5 card, choose one card from among them, and do the following. If the reveal card is an order without Regalis, put it into your hand. Which this deck does have one order that's not a Regalis. Or what's more likely going to happen is you use this to get something for your top 5 grade equal to less than your Vanguard and call it. Ideally, this will be Arrested Messiah. So the best thing about this is that it allows you to deck for Arrested Messiah faster. And then 3 effect PG, 2 copy of the grade 1 strike fodder. So hand, when you play with the cost for strike, you become grade 3. And then act hand, you can discard this to search your deck for a Messiah card. Search your deck or drop for a Messiah card, put it to your hand. If you search your deck, you shuffle your deck. So because you only have this as the only self locker, you Axelic is actually really good because Axelic allows you to do 5 attack even without double unlocker, double self locker. And then sacrifice Messiah. This is basically your counter charger. So end of battle it boosts. You have Messiah Vanguard, you lock it, you give your Vanguard +5. And if you have no face up card your damage then come to charge 1. This is not hard lock, so if you have no CB, you counter charge this, you attack your Vanguard, you CB, and then you attack this again, you counter charge. So the only condition is you do not have any card in your damage zone. It's good. You give more power to your Vanguard. It also counter charge. 3 copy of Grade 1 Mikani. When placed rearguard, you may soul charge 1. Yes, we will soul charge 1. And then the other skill is if you have a Great Prerogative Vanguard, put this card into your soul and ignore the rest of the text. Because we do not play the Grade 3 Mikani, what this card read, what we do with this card is we call it early game, soul charge 1, and then the moment we get to our strike, we move him to soul, and then we call something else like either Arrestor or Awake or Sacrifice. He's an early game that convert into soul. So when you go put him into your soul, that is a -1, but Messiah will then convert it into a +1 eventually. So you soul charge 1 +1 soul. So he goes to soul, so 2 soul. So Messiah can convert these 2 soul into 2 draw. So the -1 become a +1. And then we play 8 crit, 3 effect draw because this deck really want to dig through to find pieces. And then the brain get OT because this thing is just the strongest OT. And then 1 copy of Angel Leather just for the Shiranui matchup. And because this deck really like its regard, like you want your Arresto on board. So you want to protect it. And then 2 copy of Prelude of Genesis. So if you have Alter Ego Messiah Crest with CB1, you can call any Messiah from drop to rearguard. And if you do, or even if you don't, you can lock one of your opponent's rearguard. This is really good because with this you can recall your arrestor, or if you already have double arrestor but no counter blast, you can call sacrifice to get your counter charge. And then the other skill is when he's discarded for paying the cost of strike, your Vanguard or Heart reduce the cost by CB1. So what this means, like if you choose your Vanguard, you reduce the cost of your strike. But if you choose the Heart, you reduce the cost of the strike skill. So do keep that in mind. Because let's say you choose the Heart, your Vanguard actually doesn't get that -1 CB. You need to know like which is which. And one Elementaria. So that is it for the deck introduction. Next, we'll use this deck and play rank. We'll see how it goes. So the problem with this deck previously is that this deck used to not have early game. But with Valtrosa and Lial, the deck actually now has early game. The CB1 to call from top 5 is actually really massive. Okay, my opponent's not playing a strike deck. And we got nice, nice. This is pretty nice. So what is this? Overlord? Overlord. Alright, I don't want to ditch this. I don't want to ditch this. You're the most like not useful part right now, so I'll discard you. And then I'll draw two. Okay, that works out. Call. Counter charge one. Ah, that's actually nice. So I can either deck 10 here or wait. I would rather wait actually. Okay. So now I need to hit a trigger to hit. And we don't get it, but we do get Embracing Angel Leather. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that Angel Leather also goes to Soul, so it is also a +1 Soul for your Messiah. The Virgila right line is really good. It's a generic, like, you get to Soul +1 for free, and then you get to ride up. Mm-hmm. 1 damage. No trigger. Okay, that sucks. I really don't want to drop any of this. But suppose we'll take it. This is the problem with Messiah actually. Everything is a piece. And when everything is a piece, you start needing everything. Okay, that's good. Uh, we can discard you now, I think. Move, call you here. I will put back sacrifice. CB1. Oh, nice. This is when placed on rear guard, but I like this more. Call you there. So yeah, that works. Let's thin out the rear guard first. Oh, ho, ho, ho. That's one important rear guard. All right. Yes. Okay. So now, even if this retires, we still have another copy. We have two copy of Arrested to work with. That's good. Nice. Another copy of Energy Cycler. So because this is Overlord, Bracing Angel is not that important because Overlord doesn't have that much retire. So we can discard this and then discard this was right. That works. Oh, not using this skill. Alright. Using this. Real with the CB? No. Alright. This is really oh wait no it'll restand so they might just put everything on Vanguard. We'll take this. Okay, that was the smart play. That was absolutely the smart play. Alright. CB1 discard Halbe and then call Halbe out. Where will you call Halbe out? Rear guard. Okay. I think we'll just. I think I'm going to just take a risk and no guard here. Alright. No defensive, man. Guard intercept. I don't want to go to 5, so I'll have to drop this PG here. Yeah. What do I draw here? Okay, that's. Huh? Did I? Oh, oh. All right, all right. That was stupid of me. I forgot to put the right. Forgot to put the strike. Let me fix that real quick. Uh, yeah, I didn't really explain the strike, right? Yeah, I probably should explain the strike now. So the first strike is Amnesty Messiah. So what Amnesty Messiah do is when he attack, you counter blast one and turn the card in your usual face up. This will be usually be excellent. Unlock any number of your rear guard of any player's rear guard, and you choose one of your rear guard. You get 5k for each card unlocked. So let's say you have 4 lock card, you unlock 4. That thing will now gain plus 20. So that's what I mean by rear guard, arrested attack, lock, arrested attack, lock. Your Vanguard attack and unlock both of them. And then the other one is Axelix Messiah. So this one is GB2. Uh, you can, when this attack, counter blast one, choose any number of any player's lock card, unlock them. And then for every card you unlock, you restand any number, the same number of your rear guard. And until the end of turn, all your front row get plus 10k and crit plus 1. So this is nice, but this one generates more power in the long run. So this is usually better. But this does restand stuff, so you can actually play Veltrosa and Liel as well as Mars Torch, like if you don't have arrested to and still do get 5 attack. Alright. My pet pack aside, let's do it properly this time. uh, Alright, so let's see what we're fighting here. We might be fighting Varga, and that's going to be rough. It could also be Chris Rain. Yes! Uh, this is fine. Okay, this is actually fine. Or it could be Archite. Alright, Archite then. Alright, what do I draw? Mikani. Mikani is nice, but my hand, like, I would like to keep this hand. Alright, what do we draw? Another Mikani, please? Nice! Okay, that's fine. Alright, so That suck, but we'll make though. Yes. All right. All right. GG down. Persona down. All right. Mm-hmm. All right. They're retaliating. It's fine. We'll take this. No defensive. All right. No guard. No trigger. Yes. All right. Nice. All of this crit in my hand is like, why? But that's fine. It's fine. Yeah. I have to drop trigger. I don't want to drop anything else. So that was the only option really. I need to keep this. Okay. I mean, I still need to keep this. Keep this. Yeah, I have to discard crit. No choice. But that's fine. Yep, we put that Mikani back so that we can reuse it again. Nice. I have one copy of you, but getting two copy is always better. So I guess I can filter one copy out now, just to filter the deck a bit. Yeah, a lot of your early game with Messiah is going to be just retiring your guard just to make sure they can't rush you too hard. That's nice. I can guard with it. Where are my energy cycler? I play four of them. Ah, they're great to gaming. She's fine. She's absolutely fine. They're already at three. They're already at three, so they're already at a minus, like a pretty hard minus to. The thing about Grade 2 gaming is that while you are preventing stride that set from striding, you are also denying yourself your Grade 3 Vanguard, your actual like deck's main gimmick. So if you're behind, it's honestly might be better to just not do it. But depends on the deck, I guess. Like for example, against Messiah, you can do it, sure, because. But I'm not really sure if it's Messiah. Depends on how far behind I am, I guess. If I'm not that far behind, I would just fight it back. Alright. Will you use the skill? You will use the skill, of course. I'll let this one hit, just so that I can also be at 3. Okay, that's where all the energy cycles are. Draw. Another copy of Liel isn't bad. Like, I can. Honestly, because of how they're playing, I'm going to do it. Why do I have my drop? You're better for long term. This is kind of rough actually. I really don't want to overcall anything, but it is deck thinning. And deck thinning is fine. Alright. Uh, we just swing straight at the Vanguard. Mm-hmm. Lang. Crit. Yep, drop that crit. So the thing about awaking is that you don't have to use this thing. If you have like enough rear guard, you can just leave it in your soul. Does this thing do? It doesn't gain crit, so it's fine. Uh, so blaster, discard it. So that's just a 5k. I can guard that, so I will guard that. Small pokes. I'll take this. No defensive, but that's fine. Yep, we need to guard that. So let's go to pass. Mm-hmm. Does he get anything else? When placed, when using attack CB1, you get power minus 5k. Mm-hmm. So I do need quite a bit of card to guard this, or I could just drop a PG. I'll just drop a PG for this. Alright, so there's still one more Alter Ego Messiah in the deck, so I can filter that out. So I'll use this, and then I'll use Destiny Dealer to filter another alter ego out. So I will use this because I want more power. So charge raw, but that's fine. Uh, oh, cannot be chosen by opponent card effect. Oh well. That the last copy of it in my deck. Filter it out. Call that here. Call this here. Alright, and now we'll just do 5 attack. So we still have 4 heals in deck. 4 in 24 card deck. That's a pretty good odds actually. Unlock. So this will gain 25. It's actually about the same. Like both of them hit for the same number effectively. Yep, I knew I was gonna hit a heal. Okay, this is really good. That's really huge. Oh, Yot out. That is valuable info. And now Alter Ego Messiah proc. Okay, on the energy cycler. There's still 2 PG in that. So now, depending on whether or not they retire these two, I will either go into Exilix or Amnesty. We'll see. Because now, Alter Ego lock 1, and this also lock 1. So if I go into Amnesty, even if both of these aren't self-locker, we can still do 5 attack because lock, unlock these two, and restand these two. How big is it? Just 25. I can guard that. So I will guard that. Uh, I need another 5k drop. I guess I can drop that. Because here's the thing, anything that comes out afterward is going to be way bigger. Okay, nice. Draw into the PG. Yeah, that one's going to get really big. So we'll take this. First check. Second check. Okay. They have 6 card. Ah, they want to do it that way. Sure. That works for me. That's 28. I need 2 card. Not worth. Yeah, that's not worth it. It's really not worth it. Better to just PG this thing. Alright. Oh, nice. Another soul. Yes. Mm-hmm. Oh, nice. That's for next turn, I guess. So let's do five attack where they have to guard all five attack because they already at five. I mean, sure, none of these are like really little, like they're not big number, but they're a lot. They will become a lot after the Vanguard swing. The before Vanguard swing is a bit small, as you can see. 25, 33. As you can see, Messiah is like once you get to your strike, it gets really simple. Like it's only before you get to your strike that the deck becomes like a bit hard. But now it's just like do the same thing over and over again. Good game, good game. Alright, so that's it for this deck showcase. Thanks for watching.